All right, y'all. So there you have it. Whew. Man, I am in love with this color, man. It's gorgeous. And those pearls are smacking. Grind Schoolers, it's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. Today we got another fun-filled day, I guess I would say. Wow, that rhymed, no pun intended. But we got another fun-filled day. We got a lot to do, a lot to take care of. Like I said, I've been in this garage grinding day in and day out, every single day, 5:30 in the morning, into the night, just trying to get everything done on this car, because there's so much that has to be done still. I know that I've been making a lot of progress. I know I've been grinding, and thank you guys for, you know, following the build, following the channel, subscribing, hitting that like button, commenting, everything, man. That means a lot to me. I definitely appreciate it. We got a lot still that needs to be taken care of. I'm planning on getting the car painted hopefully this week. There's still a lot that needs to take care that I need to take care of. I'll explain in the video what still needs to be done, what still needs to be taken care of, what I've already done that you guys haven't seen yet. Other than that, man, let's go ahead and just jump right into the video. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about some of the things that have arrived that I got. And then, you know, we'll go from there. But before we do that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, you guys, to my Impala family, everybody following the Impala, don't worry, we are going to get to the car. Like I said, since the whole issue with the OptiSpark trash, it's 100% on hold until I get the El Camino done. We are working and grinding on the El Camino so tough, and it is getting done, as you guys can see. But don't worry, the Impala won't be too long. I got some things that I got in the works for it, the plans for it, that are still gonna happen. Just bear with me. It's been a long time coming, obviously, with the Impala, but the Elco has to get done first. So, I guess I'll just jump into like what I've got for the El Camino that I have to take care of and get done. So first things first, I ordered door pins, because the door pins in the El Camino are pretty much shot. As you can see, the collar's busted, and it's pretty much like this for every single one of them. The passenger door was really saggy. It was pretty much touching the rocker, so we have to address that. I've already cut them so that I can like pull them out. So on these door pins, and you can tell there's a stock ones because there's a little lip that doesn't allow you to pull the door pin through. That's why I had to cut it. So I already removed the springs. I use my spring puller or whatever tool to get the springs out. I already cut the door pins. I just gotta pull them out. After I pull them out though, I'm going to primer them and paint them. They're already sanded down. Those were already on the driver's side door, so they're kind of primered already. But I'm gonna go ahead and go over it and primer it again, just so I can get full coverage. And I'm gonna break them apart so that I can get 100% coverage on the door hinges. So that's one thing that has to get done, because I'm gonna paint this. I'm also gonna paint my front bumper. I put my front bumper on just so that I could mock it up and do what I have to do. In a video a while ago, when I pulled this thing off, I had cut it because it wasn't fitting right. So I kind of basically refilled the line so that there's a real tight line in between the bumper and the fender, so you can hardly tell there's a body gap. I used my 1-part glazing putty to fill some of the chips that were in the bumper. Now this bumper, the chips I think came when I bought this bumper because the car wasn't really like driving when I put it on. But I've already, you know what I'm saying, filled those. I've already scotch brighted the bumper, so that's all good to go. And then I filled this side as well. So I still just had to shape it up and sand it down and all that kind of good stuff. So we have to do that. So in this video, we are going to basically sand this down, get this prepped, primered, ready to paint. I am also going to spray it, so that will get sealed and sprayed, just because the whole rest of the car is going to get sealed. I didn't put any sealant on the doors or the jambs, just because I don't really, you're not really going to tell. Like, I didn't wet sand or nothing like that, and I'm going to wet sand the door seals. But I didn't wet sand and I didn't do any body filler or anything like that, so I don't need to necessarily do sealant inside. But on the outside, it will be sealant because the bumper is going to be a different color primer. The back bumper will be a different color primer, and also the tailgate. So we have to use sealant. And also, when I go to wet sand this, if I burn through any spots to the epoxy or whatever, body filler or anything, I'll have to seal that so that I don't have a spot that is, so I don't have any rings and I don't have a spot that's a different color, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try not to burn through anything, but I'm still gonna seal it anyway. So that is that. And then I've sanded down the front clip, broke it all apart, and so that is ready to go, ready to get sprayed up. So we're gonna spray that. We're gonna spray the front bumper. We're gonna spray the door hinges. We're gonna finish spraying the mirrors, and then we are going to spray the inside of the tailgate. We're not gonna do the back part of the tailgate yet. Excuse me, I don't know when that's gonna happen. And I might put the tailgate on and probably do the body filler. I mean, not the body filler, probably do the Bodywork and spray it on the back of the El Camino. Not 100% sure what direction I'm gonna take just yet, but this has to go in before I put my roll pan on. And so the roll pan, I am going to fiberglass onto the car, so you won't have a gap here. It'll be one solid piece. I'm gonna fiberglass this onto the car, but I have to wait until I get the tailgate done, if that makes sense. So once we get the tailgate done, we'll go ahead and slap it on. We'll go ahead and fiberglass this on. We'll primer this up, and then this will be ready to basically get sprayed the same time the car gets sprayed. So I'm debating whether I should spray the tailgate on the car and spray the whole entire car at the same time or not. The tailgate still needs some body work, so you know, I'm a little bit behind on the tailgate, and I procrastinated on the tailgate, and now it's kind of biting me in the ass because, you know, it needs to get done before I move on to this step. And this step is very critical because I have to kind of sand down a little bit right here to the metal so that I can get good adhesion with the fiberglass filler. So, you know, I should have finished that a long time ago. I started working on it months ago, but I kind of, you know, was dragging my feet on it, and now it's kind of biting me in the ass a little bit. So we'll get all that done. No harm, no foul. I am going to install my weather stripping. I got more of these little clips here. I got more of them in the mail, so I'll go ahead and install them and, you know, work with all that. And then I'll install my my window motors and the weather stripping on the door. The doors will be ready to go back in. Not gonna install the glass until I'm like completely painted the car. And I also need another window guide. I'll show you guys right now. I need another window guide. So the passenger side doesn't have one, so I need to go probably to the junkyard to go get one. I also need window bushing on the passenger side door. Where's it at? Not this one. I need another window bushing on the passenger side door, which it's missing. It's missing that one. I think this one's here. Yeah, this one's here. This one is missing. So I need to get one of those as well. The doors will be on the vehicle, and you guys will see that in this video. I'm gonna put the doors back on, and then I'll take the hood off and set it on one of these stands so that I can do the underside of the hood, paint that, prime it up, paint it, and that'll go back on the car, and then we'll spray the car. So I know it's a lot that still needs to get done, but we're working, we're getting it done. And like I said, thank y'all for rocking with me, man, because you know, this is a lot of work, a lot of effort, but you know what I'm saying, it's rewarding at the same time. And then also too, I almost forgot, I need to sand these down and spray these as well. So I bought these off of eBay. Somebody had a set for not that expensive. I mean, I paid $100, which is kind of like, you know, pricey, but for what these things, you know, go for, like new and stuff like that, people were trying to ask like $200-300 for just headlight bezels. So I lucked out and was able to find these. We're gonna sand them down, paint them, and then we'll paint all the rest of the trim. I got all new trim, like all new clips for the bed liner. I got all new clips for the back window, and I got all new clips for the front window. So, you know what I'm saying? We got pretty much a good, you know, consistent amount of work. We got all new stuff for everything. And like I said, man, we moving. So by the end of the week, like I said, the door should be on the car. The hood should be off and painted and back on the car. The front bumper should be painted. The front clip will be painted. The roll pan, I'm hoping, will be on the car, like depending on how fast I can get done with that tailgate. And then after that, you know, the car is ready to spray. We'll go ahead, I guess I won't say it'll be ready, it's ready to spray. We'll have to do guide coat, wet sand, and then it will be ready to spray. So I'm hoping we don't have a lot of guide coating to do, just because of the simple fact that I've already been over this car with like Bodywork, guide coat, and all that kind of good stuff multiple times. So it should be 100% ready to go. I'm hoping it is, but it is what it is. So we are gonna go ahead and get to work, man. I think I'm gonna start by taking this bumper back off and start sanding that stuff down, getting that all ready to go. And then I'm going to take all of these door pins out so that we can lay these down flat and get ready to spray those. All right, y'all, before we get started, I almost forgot. Shout out to Dash, because he made a real comprehensive video on putting the spindles and the brakes and everything together for the C5 Corvette brake conversion. I'm not gonna do a video on that, because you guys can run over to Dash's garage and check his video out on how to put these things together. I'm just gonna put it together. I ordered longer wheel studs because I got new wheels on the way, which are going to require bigger wheel studs, because I don't want my wheels falling off, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, like I said, run over to Dash's garage if you're interested in doing the C5 brake conversion. But we are going to go ahead and put these together. You guys may see that them together and completed in this video as well, just because that's something that I want to take care of and get done, because it's necessary and it's needed. And I'm trying to like create a lot more space in my garage. I'm trying to eliminate stuff. I'm trying to throw stuff away. I'm trying to, you know, do what I got to do to make sure that everything is solid. But more specifically, I'm talking about that box back there that's sitting on the Impala. I want to get my hub or my spindles and brakes and all that stuff together so that I can eliminate that box, because that has my rotors and brake pads in there. And if I can get that off of the car, we'll be good. That's one less thing that I got to do. There's another box that has my brake calipers in it over there. I can get rid of that, because in about, I would say about 2 weeks, we are going to go ahead and install the QA1 system. Obviously the car will be painted by then, hopefully. Obviously weather permitting, and obviously if I have the time available, this car will be painted within 2 weeks. We'll go ahead and throw the QA1 system on there after that. And then depending on where my wheels are at in the process, this car will probably just be sitting on jack stands until I can get to it, or until my other wheels come in and I can throw them on. So that might be the issue, or that might be the plan, because these 15 inches or these 15-inch wheels won't fit over my Corvette brakes. And then I think I got my IROC'S sold. We'll see if homie comes through, pulls up on me or whatever, and you know, hopefully they're sold. But just in case they are sold, like I said, this car will sit on jack stands until, like, once I install the QA1 stuff, until my wheels come in. And hopefully it's not too long after the QA1 stuff is on that my wheels get here. And then I guess what we can do, while this car is on jack stands and painted and everything's all good, we can attend to this car and get this thing done. So like I said, the Impala it's not gonna take me that long. It's on hold for a little bit, but you know what I'm saying, we will get to it after we're done with the Elko. So much to do on this car, not that much to do on this car, but you know what I'm saying, this one is hurting bad. So that's the plan, you know what I mean? I also wanted to show you guys my steering wheel, because I think it's solid. And it's not an uncommon steering wheel, you know what I mean? Everybody kind of has this similar style steering wheel. Obviously this is my Sandman Designs. I put it in the box so that I can get everything to my painter. And then this is, if I can get it out, this is the horn button, the Chevy horn button that sits in the middle here. You guys can kind of see through the plastic. I don't want to take it out, but the back side of it is pretty cool. Has, you know, these finger notches, you know, for your fingers or whatever. But pretty much this is all gonna go to my painter, because it's gonna get painted. It's not gonna be chrome. I don't really want any chrome on this car, as you can see, or as you can tell. There's no chrome bumpers. There won't be any chrome trim or anything like that. The interior, there won't be any chrome. So I think chrome is a little bit outdated. So we'll see. Anyways, yeah, man, let's just keep grinding. Let's keep working. I'm gonna go ahead and snatch this bumper off, get these door pins figured out. I'm not gonna install the door pins because I gotta paint these first. These will get installed probably, I wanna say probably tomorrow. Depending on how far I get, I'll install the door pins tomorrow or whatever. But you guys will probably see that in this video. So I'm not trying to make it a long drawn out video, but you know, it kind of is what it is. It's a lot of work that needs to get done, and I'm just trying to fit everything in. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me, watching the content, watching the video all the way through. Most importantly, if you do watch the video all the way through, I know it's kind of long, but you know, it's a lot of stuff that's going on right now. I'm not coming out here just showing y'all I'm throwing on a bolt, or you know, fixing a wheel, or you know what I'm saying, changing brakes or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a lot at once to try to get these things done. So anyways, man, let's go ahead and get this bumper off, set everything up, and then we'll start spraying. All right, y'all, so let me catch y'all up on what I've done. So pretty much I refilled this line that I had cut out when I first put this thing on to the El Camino. It wasn't really fitting properly, so I had to cut out material, but I just went ahead and refilled it back in with the plastic filler and body filler. So it looks pretty good, nice and smooth, flat. It's not perfect, but I'm not necessarily looking for perfection with this bumper because it's not perfect. Like I said, it had some imperfections in it. I went ahead and sanded down my areas where I put the 1-part glaze putty, where there were chips in it. So you can kind of see, like, you know, that was a little chip, this was a little chip, this was a little chip, this was a little chip. This is not really a chip, it's just missing that material there, so that's all good. But yeah, for the most part, you know, I got all that stuff out. Also, when I cut this out, this I had to make my own fiberglass piece before to kind of make it similar to how that side looks, because this side was totally different. As you can see on the inside, it's like a direct slant sideways like that. It wasn't cut right, but this side kind of, you know what I'm saying, has like a little like hump or whatever in it, and I cut some material out there as well, but this side fits perfect on up under here. And then this side is kind of it's a little bit off, but like I said, this bumper did not come perfect, and it kind of sucks ordering body parts and stuff like that aren't perfect. But I mean, luckily I can, you know, use the little bit of skills that I have to try to make it as perfect as possible. Like I said, the bumper wasn't perfect, it didn't come perfect, but I did what I had to do to try to make it fit snug on the El Camino. And you know, nobody will ever notice, nobody will ever see it, but you know, obviously I know, which is pretty much all that matters. But yeah, so anyways, man, that's what we did. We added material, took material out, added material back in, and it should be good to go. Other than that, and the reason why I did it that way instead of just slapping this thing on here is because I want a snug fit, snug fitment for the El Camino. So like, say for instance, on this side, on the driver's side, if I want to added this piece onto, the bumper, you would see the bumper would like stop right here, and you would see like this overhang on the fender. If you looked up in the wheel well, you'll still see it, but the bumper will tuck in nice, as if, you know what I'm saying, like the body lines match up like it's supposed to. You'll still see this, but it won't be like a gap that doesn't look right. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's the reason why I added material. So it's pretty much ready to go. I got a little bit, tiny bit more sanding to go. I'll wash it off and everything, and then we'll be ready for primering this bumper, and then the rest of the parts that I have. So I just wanted to catch y'all up. I'm gonna keep on working. I'm not gonna do pretty much no time lapse. I'm gonna just show y'all what I've been doing, because like I said, it's a lot of work for what I'm trying to do, and I don't want to, you know, draw the video out any longer than it has to be. You guys have seen me do time lapse spraying, and pretty much it's all the same processes: sanding, putting body filler on, you know what I'm saying, or body filler, sanding, primering, painting, all the same thing, you know what I'm saying, just different body parts. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep on grinding, keep on working, getting everything all prepped and ready to go, and then we'll start spraying it, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like after it's all primered and ready to go. All right, we got everything mocked up, ready to spray. Set it up on the table. I got this washed off, got that washed off. It's just sitting here drying for a little bit. I sprayed it with blew it with the leaf blower a little bit, just to get all the water out of these little crevices, because if, you know what I'm saying, you blow the air gun and there's still water in there, I'm gonna get water in the primer, and I don't want to do that. So I blew it off first. I'm gonna let it dry probably for about maybe like 20 more minutes or something like that. Get everything all good. But let me tell you about how thorough I'm being with this paint job, y'all. Got the hinges all broke apart. Well, this set of hinges, this is the passenger side hinges that I got all broken apart. I scotch brighted the springs. I'm being as thorough and taking my time as much as I can, because, you know what I'm saying, like, I want this to be damn near perfect. Damn near perfect. Had to break out the torch so I can get these door hinges, pins, whatever you want to call them, out. I cut them in the middle already, but these are a lot more stubborn than those ones were. One of these hinges I got out no problem. One of them I had to hit it with some heat, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit these with some heat, and we'll burn through them and knock those out too, and then we'll set those ones up on the table and we'll be good to go. Once I get these hinges done, or get the pins out of the hinges, we'll be good to spray. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray all of this up. And yeah, right here in the middle, my this was cracked and it was like broken. It was all loose and stuff like that. So I put some plastic filler on there, and it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not really too tripping on like sanding it down or nothing like that, just because, you know, it's behind the grill. You're not gonna really see it or nothing like that, but so I don't care too much. But everything else has to be like, you know, like I said, pretty much perfect. I thought about spraying these black, and I'm still not 100% decided. So what I might do is I might go ahead and throw some tape across here and see if I can, or see if I'm gonna paint it or whatever a little bit later. Actually, no, I'm not gonna throw some paint across, some tape across here right now, because I'm about to primer. And my adjustment's gone. I didn't know that. My adjustment screw is gone. So I think I'm gonna have to, well, I know I'm gonna have to go get one of those. So this thing is gone on the other side. I just noticed that. So, yeah. But anyways, man, we gonna keep on rocking it out. I'm gonna get these hinges broken apart, and then I'm gonna set them up on the table. We'll go ahead and get to spraying. You know what? Just for the sake of, you know what I'm saying, like everything trying to be perfect, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this off with, you know what I'm saying, some 180, just smooth it out. It's not that big of a deal to me, but you know what I mean, just for the sake of being thorough and everything like that. But anyways, let's get these hinges broken apart, and then we'll get everything sprayed up. All right, y'all, got everything sprayed up, got the hinges sprayed up. These won't have sealant on them. They're just gonna get sprayed blue. But the bumper and the clip will have sealant on it. So I'm going to wet sand. I gotta fill some little like pinholes and stuff like that. Not too many. It doesn't look too bad. I'll just hit it off with some 1-part glazing putty. I said I was gonna sand that down. Forgot about it, but it's all good, man. But yeah, it laid down real nice. I gotta kind of feather edge this and fix that, make it look pretty, because that, you know, obviously is not gonna fly. We have still some imperfections that I see that I gotta fill, like right there. And then definitely on the bottom, I know for sure, like right here, that's a pretty big one. Right there. And then I thought this was dry, so I went ahead and picked it up and got my fingerprints in it, but we're gonna wet sand that out, so that'll be all good. And then these little cracks right here have to get filled as well. So, you know what I'm saying, this bumper still got a little bit of work that needs to be done on it. So it's all good though. There's a little pinhole right there. So we're gonna hit it with some 1-part glaze putty. We're gonna wet sand so that it's smooth, because you can see it has, you know what I'm saying, it's like textured. We gotta wet sand it, make sure it's all good. And then after that, it should be real smooth. We'll hit it with the sealant, we'll paint it, clear it, we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna let it dry for probably a little bit longer. I got a bunch of overspray on my floor too. I opened up the garage and the wind just blew my plastic all over the place. I tried to keep it down, but you know what I'm saying, it didn't work like I thought it would. But I think this overspray will come right up, because the floor is like real dusty and stuff like that, so it's not really sticking. Either way it goes, whatever, it is what it is. We'll figure it out. But yeah, man, I think it laid down pretty nicely. Otherwise, the imperfections will fix, and then we'll have color on our bumper. So yeah, man. So tomorrow, like I said, we'll go ahead and smack it with some sealant, smack it with the color, smack it with the clear, and then we'll be done with the next phase of the this build process, or this paint process, I should say. So let's go ahead and smack the sealant on there, smack the paint on there, and then the clear, and then we'll conclude this video. So anyways, let's keep moving forward. Like I said, tomorrow, obviously for me, it's a day. For you guys, it's 2 seconds, but yeah. All right, y'all, so we've started the wet sand process with 320. And I pretty much am done with the front clip. I only did like this little side piece right here, did the top, and that's pretty much it, because all the rest of this will be covered up with the grill and the headlight bezels and stuff like that, so you won't see it. And I fixed a bunch of areas that have pitting. So you can see I got my 1 part glazed putty in a bunch of different areas. There's still a little bit like right here, mainly on like the back of this thing. There's so many areas that have pitting I don't think I'm gonna be able to get. I wiped a bunch of glazed putty back here because there's a bunch of kind of crazy pits back here, but I don't know if that's even gonna work, but we're gonna try it. And then, like I said, I got all these little areas, these little spots out or whatever. So we are going to use a sealer on this, obviously, because it's on the outside of the car. I didn't seal the door jambs or the doors or anything because, I didn't wet sand either, because the door jambs they're just door jambs. You're not gonna see it. But with the outside of the car, you're definitely gonna see it. And you wanna get all that orange peel like kinda out of here, or else your car or your paint job is gonna be kinda bumpy. So I sanded it down nice and smooth. We're pretty much good to go on this. I'm gonna wait for this stuff to dry. Then I'll sand that out. I'll do one more once over and then I'll clean it. And then I'll start on the bumper. So you can kind of see like how textured the bumper is, you know what I mean? That's the orange peel that I gotta get up out of there. So right here, we don't have any of that. If the camera will focus, we don't have any of that. So it's nice and smooth. It's kind of hard to tell, but anyways, this is pretty much done. This is ready to go. This is ready to spray. I'm gonna go ahead and smack it one time with the sealer, and then it'll be ready for paint and clear. So I'm gonna move on to the front clip or the front bumper, and then, well, I'll move on to the front bumper obviously after this stuff dries. And then we'll go ahead and seal it, paint it, clear it, and we'll be done with this next part of the process. And then move on from here. So anyways, man, let me keep working, and then I'll show y'all, I guess the bumper after I'm done, and then we'll move on to sealer. All right, y'all. Got everything all wet sanded down. I washed it with some soap and water. Got it all nice and cleaned up. Now, I'm extremely surprised at how many imperfections I had to fix on this bumper. I mean, the thing for the front and the back was $500. I guess it is fiberglass, but at the same time, it's like still, man, there were so many imperfections that I had to really like fix and doctor up, and man, it's kind of crazy. But anyways, man, everything looks good. Sanded down, wet sanded with 320. I wasn't too concerned about the bottom because nobody will ever know or see that. I fixed this piece up. This piece might actually get cut out a little bit, so I'm not really too worried about it, but you know what I mean? it is what it is. Had to go ahead and slap a little bit more body filler right there just to smooth it out and make it nice. This one is all done. Like I said, there's a lot of pitting in the back, but I mean, you know, there's really nothing I can really do about that. I guess I could slap more body filler on it, but it is what it is. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and let this dry for about 15 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and spray it with the sealer. And I also wet sanded my mirrors, so those are already ready to go. I just got to figure out a way to hang those up so that I can spray them. I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but anyways, I'll figure it out in the meantime. But yeah, so we about ready to spray the sealer on these, and these will be painted and cleared today. All right, we got the sealer applied. It came out of the gun a lot faster than, you know, I had anticipated. So we got some runs right here, but we're gonna go ahead and sand those out. Not a big deal. And yeah, I mean, it's like, the sealer's like a green color. I thought it was white, but you know, apparently not. So we're gonna go ahead and sand those areas out, and then we're on to painting it the color. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint it the color, and then I'm gonna clear coat over it, and then I'll show y'all, you know what I'm saying, the final result once I'm done. And then yeah, just one more thing that was completed and checked off the list. All right, y'all, so there you have it. Whew. Man, I am in love with this color, man. It's gorgeous, and those pearls are smacking. Whoo, man. So I did the best that I could to get all the imperfections out of this bumper that I could, but there's still some areas of imperfection that I know are here. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't be able to tell just looking at it, just looking at the car. You know what I mean? Looks like I got a little bit of a run right here. I'll get that out. My wet sand situation, but man, whew, this blue, this pearl, Sub-Zero blue pearl is what it's called, is gorgeous. Shout out to my grandmother for the inspiration, man. May her rest in peace. This is gorgeous. There's obviously imperfections on here too, you know what I mean, but you wouldn't be able to tell. You know what I'm saying? It looks like, you know, we're gonna have to obviously wet sand, and then we're gonna do a flow coat, and then we're gonna do 3 more coats of clear, and this is gonna be smacking. But yeah, man, we worked hard on this bumper, real hard on this bumper, to try to get it the way it needed to be. But we worked hard on this front clip too. But it is what it is. It's coming out really, really nice. You know, I don't know what to say, man. I'm kind of like speechless. I can't wait till the whole car is this color, and you guys can really see just how much, you know what I mean, how much detail is going into this and how beautiful this color is, especially when it gets out into the sun. Looks like some trash got in my paint. Not really worried about it, or in my clear, not really too worried about it, because, you know, like I said, we're gonna sand it down, and then we're going to re-clear it 3 more times. But man, I am so amazed. I didn't get the hinges 100% that great. It's kind of difficult, you know, smacking them, but you know, I did the best I could. I'm not too tripping on it if they're perfect or not, because, you know, you're not gonna see them. But now we can install our new door pins, put these back together, and put our doors back on. I'm gonna do the weather stripping and the window motors next, throw the doors back on tomorrow, and we'll continue to keep moving. Oh man, looks like we got a nice run right here too. It just must have ran off of here, but it's all good, man. Not tripping on it too bad, because like I said, we'll just wet sand that out. At least it's in the clear and it's not in the paint. But man, whew. All right, grind schoolers, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. Another process is complete. The front clip, the whole front situation is done. We still got to do the trim. We got to sand all that stuff down, fix all the pitting, and get it real good so that we could go ahead and spray that too. I went ahead and got my color for the trim pieces. So all we got to do is sand that stuff down and get it done. Man, at this pace, I think the car might be painted by next week. As long as I can have the time to like get out here and do what I gotta do, the car will be painted next week. I'm moving really quickly. The mirrors are painted, the front clips painted, the doors, jambs are painted. All I gotta do is paint the roll pan, or not the roll pan, the tailgate, and primer up the roll pan and mold it in, or fiberglass it into the back, and we're good to go. That's pretty much all I gotta do, man. And after that, we can mock everything up. We can go ahead and sand everything down, or wet sand the car, get it nice and smooth, and then we'll, you know what I'm saying, put the sealer on there, and then we'll go ahead and paint it, clear it. It'll be good to go, and then we'll do our flow coat, put our decals on there, clear over those, and the car will be done, man. We're this close to getting it done. I know there's not any paint on the car, but it doesn't take that long to go around the car. It's all downhill from here, man. I was expected to be done in like 3 weeks. I was giving myself 3 weeks by the 27th of April. It looks like we're gonna blow that time frame out of the water, hopefully, as long as everything goes well. As long as the weather stays nice and as long as I had the time to do it. If that's the case, we will throw the QA1 system on the car. Not this weekend, hopefully next weekend. We'll go ahead and attack the QA1 system, get that all done, get that all completed. And then after that, the car is ready to go, man. It's ready for the summer. I got 2 other things that I gotta complete. I gotta still do my fuel filter, and I still gotta get my transmission lines figured out. And then the interior is gonna get done, and then that's pretty much it. Just waiting on my wheels to come. I did sell my IROC'S yesterday, so those are out of here, and we are now on to bigger and better things. So anyways, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I said, we're almost there. We are almost there. I've been putting in major work on this car, man, day in and day out. I've been getting up here at like 6 in the morning to get out here to do something on the car, and just all day, you know what I'm saying, just doing something, trying to prep and get things done so that I can, you know, get it all sprayed up and ready. So anyways, man, I appreciate all the love, the support. I'm doing this in my garage by myself, you know what I'm saying, and it's turning out a lot better than I anticipated. But I'm expecting perfection out of myself, you know what I'm saying? And if you want perfection, you got to put in the work, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm putting in the work, I'm putting in the time, I'm putting in the effort, because I know that it's not going to be master painter status, you know what I mean, because my skills and my expertise are not there. But you're going to be able to look at this car and be like, wow, that's a beautiful car. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm going for. I'm trying to minimize as many mistakes as possible. I know I'm having quite a few mistakes, but I'm trying to correct those as I go. And you know, it is what it is, trial and error. I know the bumper, like I said, there were so many imperfections in the bumper that I'm just trying to get out, and I was trying to work out, but it just, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, the bumper in the roll pan was $500. It's fiberglass, so I mean, it is what it is. You know, it cracks, whatever. But at the end of the day, I didn't expect to have that many imperfections in a $500 bumper. You know, like I said, it is fiberglass. It is what it is. But I had to fix a lot of stuff. I mean, like I said, nobody will be able to tell except me. I know that it's there. I know where the imperfections are and what the deal is. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I don't feel like it should have been that many imperfections, but you know, we fixed up as much as we could. So anyways, man, thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you guys for all the love again, for the support. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video, because I am putting in this work for y'all. This car, I would say, to do this type of paint job on this car, easily $15,000 to $20,000, and that's probably being conservative. You know what I mean? All the body work that it took, all the hours, all the effort, you know what I'm saying, all the blocking, all the areas of imperfection that needed to be fixed, all the dents that I had to pull out, just, you know, the whole nine, all the rust that had to be sanded out, and controlled and fixed, painting the frame, painting the engine bay, all of that stuff, man, I promise you would probably be easily 15 to 20 grand. Fortunately for me, I have the facilities. Fortunately for me, I'm willing to put in the work, the effort, the time, the energy, whatever, so it doesn't cost me that much. But, you know, like I said, will it be to the level of a master painter? Of course not. Of course not. But at the end of the day, when the car's driving down the road and you see it, it's going to be something to see. I promise you that. But anyways, man, that's going to conclude this segment. I'm going to let this paint dry, or this clear dry, and then the bumper, we'll sand that run out. We'll, you know what I'm saying, sand all that clear back down, and then we'll go ahead and go over it again once I get my decals and everything all there. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it. I appreciate everything that y'all always do for me. Always remember, work hard so you can live free.